ended up happening my senior year, I was being recruited by the Secret Service, the United States Secret Service, because I figured if I couldn't get into the FBI after graduation, because I'm not so sure that my educational background was going to let me do that, because at the time they were taking more accountants and biology people and lawyers, and I didn't quite have that. So I started being recruited by the Secret Service, but at the same time, my college coach, the second semester of my senior year, started talking to me more about the coaching profession. And I'd say I had no interest whatsoever, because I just didn't know what it was all about. You know, there was no blueprint. There was no courses that I took. I just didn't feel comfortable. All right. So fast forward to graduation. I graduated on May 15th, and I was traveling back home to Houston, and I was all but for sure going to be a Secret Service agent. I was actually going back home to stay there for about a week, and then was going to go get processed and go start a career, you know. And I had some other things, and I had applied to law school because I just thought that's what you should do with my educational background. Well, lo and behold, I get home, I'm home for 2 days, and my college coach tells me, Coach Jim Molinari, who, you know, is my man. I have a tremendous amount of respect for him in so many different ways and levels. He's now a coach at Oklahoma in the same conference, by the way, so that's a very unique situation. But he called me after 2 days of being at home, and he said, "Hey, vacation's over. It's time for you to start your career. I need you to come back up here right away." This is 2 days. I graduated on a Saturday, and on a Monday, he's telling me that. So Tuesday, from Hobby Airport in Houston, Texas, I had a plane ticket waiting for me. I got on the plane, and I went back, and I started my career. That's how it happened. And I became the director of operations for him. And then that's kind of how it all started. He just said, "This is what you're going to do. No questions asked." And I feel very fortunate that he was able to see in me something that has allowed me to have a fair amount of success 25 years later. And I really appreciate that about him.